India and France are joining hands for the future of combat to co-produce the Hammer missile. This is the same missile used by the Indian Air Force Rafale jets to smash the Murid K terror camp situated deep inside Pakistani territory during the May War. The headquarters of UN-designated global terror group Lashkar or LET was turned into rubble. Now this Hammer precision-guided air-to-surface weapon will be made in India, and this is really bad news for Pakistan when the Indian military decides to kickstart Operation Sindoor 2.0. No bunker or terror headquarters will be safe for global terror groups to hide inside Pakistan. The new joint venture for the Hammer missile was signed by India's Bharat Electronics Limited or BEL and France's Safran Electronics and Defense. India's Defense Ministry elaborated. The JVC shall be formed as a private limited company with 50-50 shareholding. It will localize the manufacturing, supply and maintenance of Hammer to meet the operational needs of the Indian Air Force and the Indian Navy, unquote. The indigenization level of the Hammer missile will be increased to 60%. This will reduce dependence on foreign supply chains and ensure supply of the cutting-edge missile system even in times of conflict. The manufacturing of electronics, assembly and mechanical parts will now be done within India. Bharat Electronics will play the leading role in assembly, testing and quality assurance. With the Indian Navy in the process of buying 26 Rafale marine fighter jets and the Indian Air Force pushing for 114 MRFA government-to-government deal, India will soon become the second largest operator of the Rafale fighter jets worldwide, and the Hammer is a key weapon in the Rafale arsenal. But what makes this missile special? Initially, the Indian Air Force back in 2021 immediately opted for the Hammer system to arm its Rafale fighter jets, which had been newly inducted. That was part of an emergency purchase amid territorial tensions with China at the LAC. Before the Hammer, the Indian Air Force had used the Israeli Spice 2000 bombs from its Mirage 2000 and Sukhoi 30 NKI fighter jets during the Balakot airstrikes deep inside Pakistan in 2019. On that occasion, 12 Indian Air Force fighter jets had entered Pakistani airspace, hit the terror camp in Balakot, and then returned safely back home as Pakistani Air Force was caught sleeping. Hammer has a slightly greater standoff range of 70 kilometers compared to Spice 2000, which is about 50 to 60 kilometers, but it is also equipped for modern electronic warfare environments. The French Hammer is designed to perform in all weather conditions. Its standoff range varies from 70 kilometers in high altitude to nearly 15 kilometers at low altitudes. It also comes with a range extension kit. It has solid rocket motor and deployable winglets. The system uses hybrid guidance suite, which includes inertial navigation and GPS along with optional imaging infrared systems. The Hammer has been designed as a modular kit for bombs, which means different bombs for different missions can be fitted inside the Hammer kit. It can even carry unguided bombs that weigh from 125 or 250 kilograms to as high as 1000 kg classes. The versatile Hammer can be integrated on Rafale fighter jets and even on Mirage 2000s and NATO standard platforms. Reports suggest it can also be incorporated in India's own Tejas fighter jets. Its fire and forget agility lets it engage with moving targets as well and deliver nearly 99% successful strikes in combat. Hundreds of Hammer have also been supplied to Ukraine by France. The system has also seen action in the Afghanistan war in 2008, the first Libyan civil war in 2011, as well as operations ranging from Mali to Syria. Lately, India and France are deepening their defense partnership through various projects. India's DRDO has technical agreements in place with France's Directorate General of Armaments, which include joint research and development, joint training, and knowledge sharing. Apart from that, India and Safran are also in discussions to build a powerful 120 kilonewton thrust made in India fighter jet engine for the AMCA Mark II stealth fighter jet. India and France are growing their defense partnership and has shaken the likes of Pakistan and China. Recently, the French Navy had to officially dismiss Pakistani fake news on Rafale jets during Operation Sindoor. The French military labeled Pakistani news propaganda as disinformation and misinformation. Pakistan had claimed to shoot down 3 Indian Rafale jets during the short war, but till date, Islamabad has failed to provide even one verifiable image or video, no eyewitnesses or electronic evidence to back its tall claims. Now, such propaganda has led to massive embarrassment for Pakistan on the international stage that even the French military has to officially reject Pakistani fake news and war fantasies. India and France have also collaborated on Scorpene submarines for the Indian Navy, while France was said to be interested in buying Indian Army's Pinaka multi-barrel rocket launchers. While India is buying the Rafale from Paris, France is also among the top 3 buyers of Indian military technology. The French government also expressed strong support for Operation Sindoor and India's fight against Islamist terror groups operating inside Pakistan. Shashi Tharoor had stated, "The French Senate delegation fully supported India's stand on cross-border terror." At a meeting of Foreign Affairs panel today, the 5-member delegation used a term soutien, which means full support, unquote. The Rafale has become a symbol of Indo-French ties. Not only in defense, leaders of both the nations also share warm friendship. In the recent G20 summit in Johannesburg, South Africa, a friendly exchange between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Macron was caught on camera, and it made global headlines. French President Emmanuel Macron later shared on X, "Thank you, my friend, dear Narendra Modi. Nations are stronger when they move forward together. Long live the friendship between our countries," unquote. The growing joint collaboration between India and France demonstrates comprehensive, multi-level partnership and strengthening of a real strategic partnership. But what do you believe? As India-US ties hit turbulence due to President Trump's tariff drama, is France emerging as New Delhi's preferred defense partner? India is geared up to purchase 300 missiles from Russian company Rosboronexport in a deal valued at more than 10,000 crore rupees. These new missiles will replenish the S-400 air defense system missiles that helped India destroy Pakistani aircraft during Operation Sindoor in May 2025. After approvals from the Cost Negotiation Committee and the Cabinet Committee on Security, the deal is set to be finalized towards the end of the financial year. Aside from this, the Indian Armed Forces are also looking to acquire 5 more S-400 air defense systems during President Putin's visit to India this December, along with Russian Pantsir missile system to counter kamikaze drones. India is about to operationalize its 3rd aircraft carrier battle group by 2035 with a new 65,000-ton supercarrier named INS Vishal. Now, major European countries, United Kingdom and France, are competing to partner the Indian Navy for the co-development of India's first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. The proposals from UK's BAE Systems and France's naval group come at a time when approval is awaited from Cabinet Committee on Security for India's 2nd indigenous carrier, and this is considered a top priority. INS Vishal supercarrier represents a big leap in technology. Its special features consist of a design that allows it to abandon the ski jump ramp in favor of an electromagnetic aircraft launch system, or EMALS. This aids the carrier to launch heavy, fully loaded combat jets like the Rafale Marine and also launch UAVs and AWACS aircraft. In another major milestone in India's defense production capabilities, Rolls-Royce is proposing a full technology transfer for the manufacture of tank engines for India's indigenous Arjun tanks. The British company is also collaborating with 2 defense public sector undertakings. The technology transfer includes intellectual property rights and is currently awaiting the approval from the Ministry of Defense for the agreement to be finalized. This development between India and the UK has been confirmed by Enrica Spadaro, the Senior Vice President at Rolls-Royce Solutions Asia, and G.S. Selvin, the Managing Director of MTU India. As per the agreement, one of the 2 DPSUs will manufacture heavy engines for the Arjun main battle tank, and the other will focus on Series 199 family of engines for lighter models. Leave a comment with your opinion, hit the like button and subscribe to Inconnect News.